Hello and welcome back. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Mauro. I hope that all of you are healthy and safe. Today is the second day in our new series on daily exercises for tango dancers. We are focusing on this series on the upper body, and yesterday we have seen a lot of exercises to stretch the spine. If you haven't seen those exercises, I suggest you do so for the details, because we will start by repeating a few of those before we introduce dissociation. Now, of course, before even that, we will start with some stretching and relaxation for the muscles. And we will repeat the neck exercise by pushing, by finding a comfortable position with the legs and knees relaxed, and pushing our chin to our torso and collarbone. I then rotate it to my left shoulder, roll all the way back and to my right shoulder, and rotate to the center. I go in the opposite direction by rotating to the right, roll all the way back and to my left shoulder and to the center. Once again to the left, rotate, go to the shoulder, go to the back, go to the right and down in the middle. Again to the right, rotate to the shoulder, go all the way back, then to the left and to the middle. Nice. The next thing we will do is again the hip hinge exercise. I now lock my knees, toes pointing forward, feet shoulder wide, hands on my hips. I push back my hips while keeping my spine straight. I feel the stretch in the back of my legs and push the hips forward, bending my spine back and push my hips back, keeping the spine straight and up, and push hips forward. Then once more, push it back and push it forward. Very good. Let's repeat a few of the exercises from yesterday. We will start with the stretching itself. Relax your knees, still feet shoulder wide. We go up with the heels, not a lot. We don't need a lot. And keeping our head towards the sky, we just go down with the rest of the body, and heels and hips and knees. Once again, we push our heels up, head up, and then we go down with the heels, down with the hips towards the floor. And remember, we want to really print, leave a stamp on the floor with our full foot, toes and heel, okay? It's not about staying, I'll show you from the side. I'm not going down like this, raising my heels. I am up, and then keeping my head up, I want to go down with everything else. And really think about pressing down into the floor. Good. Almost as if I wanted to sit rather than, this. Good. Let's do a couple of steps and then we'll start introducing dissociation exercises. I'm standing on my left. I stretch with the right, and then keeping all my body at the same level, I go to my right. I collect and stretch, and I push my hips to the floor and my head to the ceiling. Close and stretch, hips to the ground, head to the sky. You can start thinking about the shoulders too, keeping them down as if you had something very heavy in your hands. Stretch and shoulders down and close. Stretch, shoulders down, hip down, head up. Close. Stretch for the last time, and we go to the left again. Let's start with some dissociation. What does it mean, first of all? Well, dissociation is, first of all, when my hips are looking somewhere and my upper body is looking somewhere else, like this. Okay? Or like this. Does not really matter where my head is looking, but for today, let's just keep it together with the upper body. So we'll do exactly these exercises a couple of times. We'll stand again, feet shoulder wide and knees relaxed, hands on our shoulders or chest, and we will turn towards our right. Make sure that the hips are still pointing forward. We go back to the middle and we turn to our left and middle. Let's do it once again to the right and middle and to the left and middle. Before we repeat this exercise, I want you to pay attention to what is exactly the movement. So first, what is not the movement is going with the shoulders. If I'm turning to my right, and I'll show it from the side, if I'm turning in this direction to my right, it's not pushing the shoulders forward. Okay, my body in this case is still actually looking forward, and this movement is not useful for dancing. It's not also if I'm dissociating to my left, it's also not just pulling my shoulder back. That's also completely useless for dancing and not a great way to stay in balance. What I'm doing is I'm really rotating, and the rotation comes from these two muscles here and here, from the dorsals. So when I'm rotating to my right, this muscle is working. When I'm rotating to my left, the other one, this is working. Okay? So let's try to make it happen from those muscles there, because doing it from somewhere else might look like it gives us a bit more range, but it doesn't actually. And we will just either be pulled out of axis or pull our partner out of axis. So it's better to have a smaller dissociation, but from the right place, from the right muscles, and then improve by doing these exercises over and over again and getting a little bit more, half a centimeter more every day. Okay? Let's try then. Again, hands on my shoulder, and I rotate to my right. I go to my maximum, I record it, and tomorrow I'll do better. I go to the middle, and then I go to my left. And again, I check if this is better or worse than my right, and I go back to my middle. It's very normal to have one side that is good and one side that is bad. My right side is definitely worse than my left side, and that's fine as long as I know it. So I rotate to my right and go to the center, and I rotate to my left and I go to the center. Last time, to the right and center and to the left and to the center. Let's try to move in a step while keeping the dissociation. So what we will do is just side steps. So I'm starting from my left foot, and then I will turn towards my right. Remember, my hips are still pointing forward, okay? So hips there, and I go there using the muscles that I told you. My arms and shoulders are relaxed. They're not pulling or pushing. So I'm looking to my right, and then push the floor away and do the whole step while keeping this dissociation. Hips are still pointing forward. Then I will turn to my left, close, stretch my left leg, and go again back to my left side. Turn to my right, close, stretch, and go to my right leg. Turn to my left, close, stretch, and go to my left leg. Once more to the right, close, stretch, and move to my right leg. Close. Then look to the left and close, stretch my left leg, and go to my left. Very nice. So that's how we keep our dissociation in a step. However, sometimes we have another dissociation. So right now we went this way to move, we went towards the place we were looking at. We will now do the opposite. I'm standing on my left, and I will turn to my left. I stretch with my right and I move to my right. Then I turn to my right, close and stretch my left, and I move to my left. Turn to my left, close and stretch my right, move to my right. So you see I'm moving away from the place I'm looking at. This is also a perfectly normal thing to do when we're dancing. Then I first turn to my right for the last time. I close and stretch with my left and go to my left. Very good. Now, let's start with changing the dissociation during the step. So what we will do is we turn to our right, standing on my left. I stretch with my right, I go to the middle, and I look forward. So now I have no dissociation. Then I go to my right and turn to my left and close. I stretch, I go to the middle by looking forward, and to my right, to my left while looking right, and close. Let's do it once again. Stretch, go to the middle looking forward, and to my right looking left. Close, stretch, middle looking forward, and to my right, to my left looking right. Good, so that was the last exercise for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Now, if you have anything you want to ask us or let us know, leave it down below in the comments. Thank you very much for joining. I will see you tomorrow with a new video. Stay safe. Bye bye.